Welcome to Food Journeys, the podcast where we explore the fascinating path that our food takes from the farm to our tables. Today, we'll discuss the entire journey of food, focusing on how our choices affect the environment. Let's begin. Our journey starts on the farm, the place where food production begins. Farmers grow various crops such as vegetables, fruits, and grains. Many farmers now use sustainable practices to ensure they do not harm the environment.
That's right. Sustainable farming means using methods that protect the soil, water, and ecosystems. For example, many farmers practice crop rotation. This method involves changing the type of crop grown in a specific area each year. It helps maintain soil health and reduces the need for chemical fertilizers.
Interesting. What about water usage on the farm?
Water is crucial for farming. Farmers often use drip irrigation, which delivers water directly to the roots of plants. This method conserves water and ensures crops receive the right amount of moisture.
So it helps in saving water resources?
Exactly. Some farmers also collect rainwater for irrigation. This practice is beneficial for both the environment and the farm's operating costs.
Speaking of the environment, how does farming impact it?
Farming can have both positive and negative effects on the environment. On the positive side, sustainable practices improve biodiversity. For example, planting different types of crops can attract various insects and wildlife, which helps maintain a balanced ecosystem.
That sounds beneficial. What are some negative impacts of traditional farming?
Traditional farming methods can lead to soil erosion, water pollution, and habitat loss for wildlife. Overuse of chemical fertilizers and pesticides can harm local ecosystems and contaminate water supplies.
After the crops grow, it's time for harvesting. What happens during this stage?
Harvesting is when farmers collect their crops. This is a critical time because how they harvest can impact the environment. For instance, using machines can be faster but may cause soil compaction, which affects soil health.
What are some alternatives to machine harvesting?
Some farmers choose to hand harvest their crops. While this takes more time, it is gentler on the soil and often results in better quality produce.
Once the crops are harvested, they need to be transported. How does this part of the journey work?
Transportation plays a significant role in the journey from farm to table. After harvest, food is usually taken to markets or processing plants. This is where the carbon footprint comes into play. The farther food travels, the more fuel is used, which increases carbon emissions.
What can consumers do to help reduce this impact?
One effective way is to buy local food. When you purchase from local farmers or markets, the food doesn't have to travel far, which helps lower emissions. Additionally, buying seasonal produce also supports local agriculture and reduces transportation needs.
Let's move on to processing. How does food get processed before it reaches stores?
Many foods go through processing, which can include cleaning, cutting, and packaging. Unfortunately, a lot of food is packaged in plastic, which is harmful to the environment. Plastic waste can take hundreds of years to decompose.
What are some alternatives to plastic packaging?
Many companies are now focusing on biodegradable materials, which break down more easily in the environment. Others are promoting reusable containers, which can help reduce waste.
Once processed, food goes to grocery stores and restaurants. How do they influence our choices?
Grocery stores and restaurants can have a big impact on consumer behavior. Many stores now offer organic and locally sourced products, which helps promote sustainable choices among customers.
What should diners look for when eating out?
Diners should seek out restaurants that prioritize sustainability. This can include menus that feature local ingredients, vegetarian options, and practices that minimize food waste.
Finally, our food reaches our tables. How can we make our meals more sustainable?
There are several ways to make meals more sustainable. First, reducing food waste is essential. Planning meals and using leftovers wisely can help. Additionally, composting organic waste, like fruit and vegetable scraps, enriches the soil and reduces landfill waste.
Those are great tips. What about daily habits?
Simple changes can make a big difference. For instance, using reusable bags for groceries and choosing bulk items can significantly reduce packaging waste.
Consumer choices are crucial in this journey. How can our decisions impact the environment?
Every choice we make can have a ripple effect. For example, choosing to buy organic food supports farming practices that are better for the environment. Being mindful of how much food we buy can help reduce waste.
It sounds like awareness is key.
Exactly. Educating ourselves about where our food comes from and how it is produced can lead to more sustainable choices.
As we look to the future, what changes do you see in food production?
I believe we will see more farms adopting sustainable practices. Innovations in technology, such as precision agriculture, will help farmers use fewer resources while maximizing yields. This can lead to healthier food systems.
That sounds promising. What can consumers do to support these changes?
Support local farms, advocate for sustainable practices, and choose environmentally friendly products. Every small action counts.
Education plays a vital role in changing our food systems. How can schools and communities help?
Schools can educate children about healthy eating, sustainability, and where food comes from. Community programs can also promote gardening and local food markets, encouraging people to connect with their food sources.
That's a great way to build awareness from a young age.
Yes. When people understand the journey of their food, they are more likely to make environmentally friendly choices.
Community involvement is essential for sustainable food systems. How can communities work together?
Communities can establish local farms and co-ops where people can buy fresh produce directly from farmers. Organizing community gardens is another excellent way to promote sustainable practices and encourage local food production.
What benefits do these initiatives provide?
They not only provide fresh food but also strengthen community ties and educate people about sustainable practices. It fosters a sense of responsibility toward the environment.
To sum up, the journey of our food from farm to table involves many steps, each with its own environmental impact. By making informed choices, we can enjoy delicious food while also caring for our planet.
Yes. Together we can create a more sustainable food system that benefits everyone.
Thank you for joining us today on Food Journeys. We hope you learned something new about the journey of your food. Remember, the choices you make can help protect our environment. Until next time, enjoy your meal sustainably.